How is it going, people? Since today happens to be my birthday, I felt like giving you an extra upload this week, and boy haven't I got the battle that suits the occasion. This is another staff tier battle against Dallasboi1992, though I know at first it doesn't look like it. Because staff tier can be interpreted in many ways, we both brought 5 serious looking pokes joined with 1 staff poke, but there is one major difference between our teams, which you will notice soon after the battle starts, which is right now. I lead off with Darmanitan. You might think with Choice Scarf and U-turn it's not a bad idea, but no! This is ambitious and not so rubbish Darmanitan, ladies and gentlemen, so it doesn't have Choice Scarf, nor U-turn, nor any physical attack. And that is just the start of what you are about to see. Because of Intimidate, I decided to switch out, not because it cripples me in any way, but because it seems that he is running more defensive build and I want him to think that I'm a standard physical attacker set, so that I can catch him off guard later on. I bring my Keldeo as he goes for a Morning Sun, which confirms that this is the same bulky Arcanine set that Elo uses. However, it's my opponent that is about to learn how much trouble can bulky attacker cause, because this Keldeo is in fact my own physically defensive Calm Mind set with Restock, and knowing that this Arcanine can't touch me, I set up a Calm Mind on his switch to Amoonguss. Then he's probably thinking that I will switch out to some sort of a sleep fodder, hence he goes for a Giga Drain, but I am absolutely fine with being asleep, so instead I set up another Calm Mind in his face. So now I get up to +3 before he finally puts me to sleep, but then I reveal a Sleep Talk to him and set up yet another Calm Mind as he goes for a stun spore predicting my switch. Right now I wake up and waste a turn by going for a Sleep Talk, but his Giga Drain at +4 special defense does absolutely nothing, so I think it's now when he realizes how much of a trouble he is in. Before he spores me again, I go for a Scald, which not only does a lot of damage, but also burns him, which is definitely helpful. So now, realizing how much of a threat my Keldeo is at +4, he brings his own biggest threat to deal with it. I get a Scald with a Sleep Talk on his switch though, and get another burn on this thing, which is crucial as it allows me to take another drift above half of my health and take him out with another one, so that's one massive threat out of the way, and now in comes another one. But although Secret Sword hits me on my weaker physical side, with max investment it still doesn't do much. I get up to +5 and then rest off again. So he keeps spamming Secret Swords, probably hoping for a crit, but that doesn't happen. I get off the last Calm Mind with a Sleep Talk and then do a buttload of damage with a Scald. Another Secret Sword still doesn't take me out, but rather than going for a rest and cause my opponent to smack his head against the wall, I just take him out with another Scald. Because of that, I'm at easy revengeable range even with +6 special defense, so he brings his unknown D, named She Wants It. I think I see what you did there. And from our previous battle, which is linked in the description by the way if you haven't seen it, I'm almost certain that this thing is scarfed, so I'm like no, you are not getting a kill that easily. So I switch to my Togepi to do some shenanigans, and I take a HP Psychic well enough that I can T-Wave and then confuse him with a Sweet Kiss. So madness with madness. Here we go. So as you can see, he eventually breaks through all the hexes and takes me out. But it's alright, Togepi did a nice job in driving him nuts, and now I can just finish this thing off with Choice Banded Extreme Speed for a style points. So I think by now you notice the difference between our teams. All of my pokes run very unusual movesets, whereas everything on his team, except Unknown of course, is more or less standardish. So seeing that my Raikou is a physical attacker, he brings his Arcanine again, and at this point, this is the only thing that stops my Darmanitan from doing work. So I decide to Death Fodder my Keldeo, bring in Celebi, set up a Swords Dance, and then do some good damage with Zen Headbutt, although I could have gone for it right away without setting up because of flinch chance, but you know, there is also a chance of it missing, so I would rather get one good hit off without taking any chances. So +2 Zen Headbutt does only around half to him, and he takes me out with 2 Flamethrowers. So then I go back to Raikou to keep wearing him down with Wild Charges, because as I said, after this thing is gone, Darmanitan gets an open window to clean up. I dodge his Will-O-Wisp, which definitely sucks for him, but right after he evens out these hacks with a crit Volt Switch and puts me at very low amount. Then he makes a good play and brings his Arcanine again, just to get another Intimidate off and a bit of leftovers recovery, and then switches right down to Amoonguss to take another hit. However, my Jack is like, man, I'm tired of this nonsense, so you know what, I'm gonna live another Wild Charge Recoil with 1 HP, and if I'm going down, I'm not doing it alone. So I score a crit on his Magnezone right there and take it down with me, which isn't beneficial for me at all, because now he has nothing left on his team that can put me in Zen mode in one hit, so my surprise factor is pretty much gone. I decide to bring my Darmanitan now anyway, because I know that unless he scores a couple of crits in a row, I've got this game in the bag and it will just take a bit longer to finish it. I hit him with Psychic and yeah, it does absolutely nothing without the Zen mode, so he recovers most of my damage with Morning Sun. But then he gets a crit with Flamethrower, puts me below half, and now it's a whole different story. With my raised special defense I easily take another Flamethrower, and Psychic turns out to be a solid 2-hit KO. So now he is down to his Amoonguss, and although he is able to take one Fire Blast and put me to sleep, he loses more HP with burn damage than his Giga Drain and leftovers recover, I get my Salak Berry boost, not like it matters in any way, and eventually finish him off with another Psychic, so that is the game. Good game, Dallas boy. Looking on my team, I don't think any one of you, well, except those few people that battled with me many times by now, would expect any of my movesets, but as I said, Start Your Name doesn't only apply to pokes, but also to movesets, which is what makes it so interesting. As always, if you my good people enjoyed it, or you want to give me a little birthday gift, hit that like button and leave a few words in the comment, and as always, I see you all next time. Which will be when I sober up, so probably by the end of this week. Okay, bye.